So it's Sunday morning, going to Acadia National Park now. Should be there in like 45 minutes. Fun times. So I'm in the national park now, Acadia National Park. I'm going to, the first trail I'm going to do is about 10 miles, summits 5 mountains around the lake. It seems super cool, super excited to go try it. The park is way cooler than I thought it was going to be already, and I've only been here for 10 minutes. Just looking out some of the overlooks as I drove past them, I could tell this place is pretty cool. I get why it's a national park, unlike some of them like Hot Springs and the Gateway Arch. So I am here. The trail I'm going to take goes up along here to this mountain, up over that mountain, North Bubble, South Bubble, down to that mountain, then this mountain, then back. About 0.8 of a mile in. This climb is a little bit more aggressive than I imagined it would be. Started down at that lake. We're pretty high up for 0.8 of a mile, and the climb didn't even start until half a mile in. It's pretty cool so far though. Summits down out of the 6. I wanted to do the 8, but I could not for the life of me find the trail for 2 of them. So this is downhill. It's way harder than the uphill was because of how steep this is. But this is way cooler than I expected it to be, and I'm super happy that I'm here. Well, it's raining now. Blurry. Still blurry. Yep, that's all you're gonna get. above the trees again. The rain has made everything slippery on my fourth fall. It's good stuff. Not too bad though. Just slipping, landing on my butt. It's great stuff. Probably still one of the best hikes I've ever done. This is amazing. Part of the trail hasn't loaded in yet. Unfortunate, really. Made to the top of the fifth peak. Because of the rain, I'm the only one here, which is a first all day. Every other one had people hanging out at the top. It's kind of nice to be up here by myself. One more to go. It's back to the car. I think I'm gonna go to Bar Harbor and try lobster for the first time after doing the little loop road through the park. Who knows? Plans change. It's nice out though. If Fallout 4 has taught me anything, and it's taught me lots of things about life, obviously, because every video game should teach you valuable life lessons, it's that this area, Bar Harbor, or Far Harbor if you will, has random fog all the time. Look at that. They turned Fallout 4 into a real thing. Crazy. The pace is very slow going. Sixth summit, alone again, which is nice. My app that I was using to mark out my trail, and was also my map, decided to close itself, so I lost my trail. So I gotta figure that out manually, how to get back to the car. It's somewhere over there. So I finished the hike, just went and drove through downtown Bar Harbor. It's a cool little city, very busy, probably because it's a Sunday. A lot of people probably just from around here enjoying the weekend. So hopefully tomorrow, everywhere in general around here will be a little bit less busy, because I noticed most of the license plates are either in-state or fairly close to it. Right now, it just stopped raining. It's not supposed to rain anymore today, so I'm gonna drive down to the beach. I can't remember the name of it specifically. Alright, so it's the next day now. Got a good night's sleep, some dinner, some breakfast, sandwiches. I've made up my very own trail that is a mesh of all the popular trails in this section of the park. I'm going to start at the Precipice Trail and climb that to the top of Champlain Mountain. From there, I'm going to descend down the other side to the Tarn, then around the lake using Cane Path to connect me to the Ladder Trail. The Ladder Trail is going to take me to the top of Door Mountain. From there, I'm going to take the Cadillac Door Connector Trail to Cadillac Mountain. After getting to the summit of Cadillac, I'm going to take the South Trail all the way down to Route 3, then cut through the Otter Creek Campground, walk across the Otter Cove Bridge, connect with the Otter Cove Trail, which will bring me to the Gorham Mountain Trail, which will take me up to the Gorham Summit on the way to the Beehive. After I do the Beehive, I can either take the Champlain South Ridge Trail back to the top of Mount Champlain, where I'll have to return down the Precipice Trail, or if it's getting late, or if I'm not feeling up to climbing down, I will walk along the road to get back to the car. Alright, so lots of hiking today. should have brought gloves. It's a doozy. This is crazy. At first, the physical stamina was the problem. Now it's mental. I really don't want to fall. Probably not going to, but I'm worried about it. So the next objective is a point called Hognot Head. Probably saying it wrong. That's okay. It looks like it's like a mile away. I don't think there's much climbing. I haven't heard anything about this. I'm kind of making up my own route. So we will see how that goes. So, slight correction on the not too difficult. As soon as I got back down to where the fog was, and this trail's been like the rest, where there's a lot of just steep rocks that are basically stairs going up, just in itself not too bad. But once I got to where the fog was and out of the sun, they're all soaked and they're like ice. It's been very slow going, but it looks like I just got out of it, so that's good. In front of me is one of the most spectacular views I've seen in the park. Get ready for it. Apparently I completely missed the Hognot Head. So next stop is the little lake. It's down there. We're going down there, boys. And then we're gonna climb Mount Door on the way to climbing Mount Cadillac. And then game plan from there is to take the South Ridge down, and then I have an idea how I want to get back. It's not the way I came. Well, looks like we're doing the ladder trip. So far the ladder trail has been nothing but stairs, which is interesting. I mean, it's probably gonna be like this for a mile, because we need to gain something like 1,400 feet in a mile. It's really humid. Jesus, what is this? Well, I found the ladders after a nice squeeze through there. So that was the Door Mountain summit, which was like 1,200 feet of climbing in a mile, which is fun. Shirt's gone because sweaty boy hours. Next up is Cadillac Mountain, which is 300 feet higher than this, but I don't know how much down we have to do to get back up. So it's gonna be a wild ride. Mount Door, we were just there. Onwards and upwards. That was the Mount Cadillac summit, which you can drive to, which explains the copious amounts of people. Right now I'm doing the South Ridge Trail, which is supposed to be one of the nicest trails in the park, so we'll see. I might try to drive up to the Cadillac Mountain Summit tomorrow morning for sunrise, because technically it's the first place in the entire United States to see the sun every morning, which is pretty cool. Or I guess not every morning, but for most of the year. South Ridge Trail, views, total banger, amazing. Trail itself, no bumpies, no climbing, just relatively smooth rock and a nice steady descent. You can actually get some running in, some good stuff. Hopefully pick up my pace a little bit. I'm at like 1.2 miles per hour last I checked. Fun stuff. Well, the internet wasn't lying. This South Ridge Trail is amazing. And sorry if things are a bit blurry, but everything I have is coated in sweat, so I can't really wipe off the camera. It's hot. It's probably like 60 degrees, but it's hot. I don't know what this is. It's 0.1 of a mile, so we may as well go on the detour. Well, apparently, it was so insignificant that I walked past it and didn't even see it. I mean, there was a pretty cool overlook, but nothing that you didn't see from the top. Thankfully, it loops back around because there is a lot of descending, and I was dreading coming back up it as I was going down. But I'm going to refill my little water pouch here because I ran out, and keep going. It's going to be great. So I just cut through the campground. I'm on my way to Otter Cove. I was hoping to refill my empty smart water bottle at the campsite, which I achieved. But then upon looking at the water after I refilled it, it was yellow. So I dumped that out because I'm not going to drink that. I feel like getting sick from whatever the fuck that was is worse than running low on water. And I didn't really feel like carrying the extra weight. So hopefully I can find some water somewhere else, but I'm thinking we're pretty close to this Otter Cove because I can see water through the trees. But you probably can't. But yeah, I think there's a little road walking portion. Should be fun. I'll take some videos, don't worry. I got you. Made it to Otter Cove. It's off the main road. So, not very secluded. I was here yesterday, actually. I didn't film it because I didn't even stop. But, I don't know. It's cool to walk along. You get to appreciate things more than driving. Peak of the trip! Woo! Woo! So if you look down there, that's the trailhead. We're up here now. I'm very nervous again because I don't like heights, but this is amazing, so we're gonna do it anyway. I think this is the top of the beehive. If not, I'm near it. I'm gonna get there anyway. And hike to the bowl. I don't know what that is. It's water on a map. So we're gonna go. Oh shit, the top of the beehive's right there. We made it. It's close enough. We made it. So that was the bowl. Went for a swim. It was great. Feel great. I decided that I was going to walk on the road to get back. I've got about an hour and a half before sunset, and it's 1.5 miles and 700 feet of climbing to get to the top of the mountain to go down the precipice trail, which is where I started, which is 1 mile and 700 feet straight down with all those ladders. And the slight lack of water and the idea of doing that in the dark doesn't really appeal to me. The only little bit of trail that I'm not gonna see, because I've already seen the entire precipice trail, is the 1.6 mile south ridge up to I forget the name of the mountain that I first climbed today. All in all, very good trail. If I would have gotten up whenever I set my alarm this morning, could have finished it. Not upset that I didn't finish it, considering I made it up myself. So, made it back to the road. Lots of cars, which is actually kind of nice, because that means that the right lane is basically clear to walk in. I think I got a few miles. Threw a shirt on, so I don't look ridiculous. Also, it's getting kind of cold. I didn't think this was worth it. I didn't want to risk trying to go down that in the dark. And I don't think I've got any climbing to do. I think it's basically flat road from here on out, so that should be good. We'll update if anything interesting happens. For some good perspective, I'm at the elevation that the precipice trail starts at, the first one of the day, and this is what you climb up. Look how tall that looks from here. It's crazy what 1,000 feet looks like. Life update, just ran out of water, so I probably made the right call by taking the road instead of the trail. Almost back at the car, as you can tell by the other people parked along the road here. Can almost see it. We did it. A nice dark video update. My phone died after I took the last video, and I could not recharge it for a while because of the fact that there was water in the charge port because I brought it with me into the lake like a very smart person. So after that, I tried lobster for the second time. The first time it wasn't very good. The second time, it was all right. I don't think I'm going to try it again for the rest of this trip just because, like, I tried it. It's expensive. That is what it is. I also acquired a pie from some random lady. There was a sign on the side of the road that said, "Turn right for pie." And I naturally turned right as you would do. So I'm driving down this road, drive for a while. Like, maybe I'm just not seeing it. So I go to turn around and I look out the passenger side window to make sure there was no cars coming, and I see another little sign that says right here for the pies. So I continue going and turn into this driveway. Essentially, it just looks like a house. There's a little gravel pull off, and it says honk if you love pie. So naturally, I honked my horn. Some lady comes out. She tells me all the different types of pies that they make and says that strawberry rhubarb pie is their specialty. And I go, all right, well, I'll have one of those. Bought a strawberry rhubarb pie, and I just tried some of it. It's pretty good. I don't know if I like rhubarb. I've never tried it before, but it's a little bitter. I'm happy I tried it. Tomorrow, I've got all sorts of fun and exciting adventures to go on, which, we'll wait until then. Alright, decided not to go to Mount Cadillac at 3 o'clock in the morning because it sounded horrible. Gonna go to a lighthouse, climb some mountain, do some things today. Did the daily staple, got my energy drink, my gas station sandwich. It's a little tired. My legs are a little bit after yesterday, but should be alright. So far today, I went to the Brass Harbor Lighthouse, and it was kind of cool. Nothing really special. Then I went and did a little hiking trail down by the water. It was like a mile long. I didn't even put on hiking shoes for it. Also pretty neat. I drove by the seawall. I didn't think it was spectacular enough to stop, but it was cool to see. Now I'm at the Southwest Harbor, and I'm looking at all the boats, and I'm gonna go walk down onto this little dock, take some pictures. So that should be fun. And then I'm gonna head over to the Pretty Marsh is what it's called, and then probably loop up and climb Mount Acadia. And then probably gonna leave the park after that and head on to the next stop. Back out on some hiking trails, short ones today. Doing Mount Acadia first, and then it loops down to Mount, I can't remember the name, but you'll find out when I get there. And first stop's Mount Acadia. Should be like 0.7 of a mile from here. Not sure how much climbing. Can't imagine it's too much. It's only like 700 feet tall. So let's go. Let's get it. Look at it. Would you just look at it? What a beauty. Holy heck. Wowzers. The trail has way better views than I thought it was going to, so I'm pretty hyped. The trail got pretty steep coming down. The views are worth it though. It was amazing. The views from the top aren't so great. They were a few minutes ago. Wish I would have got some pictures. I didn't think they'd be worse up here. We did it. Last peak of Acadia. And on to bigger and maybe better things. That was the last trail that I'm going to do in Acadia National Park. Loved the park. It's amazing. I hit pretty much everything that I wanted to see with the exception of Thunder Hole at high tide, but I'm content with everything that I saw. I'm going to Cody Head State Park. It's the easternmost point in the United States, with a little asterisk that there's actually a little tiny island next to it that's part of Maine. Maybe I'll try to go there. I don't know how you do that, but that's the next stop. It's about a 2-hour drive, so I should be there at like 3:30. And they have, I think, like a total of 5 miles of hiking trails, so I might go walk around and see some of what there is to see, and I might not, so let's go. And that will be in the next part, which will be out next Monday. So if you're excited to see that, consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you then.